So it is summertime, and today's video is I am talking about the goals that I have for this summer. I have here my notebook. I think you've seen this before. I've shown this before. We've talked over this before. This is where I write pretty much everything. I mean, it started out with some thoughts, only just some thoughts. Then we also had some scheduling for the days. Then we moved on again to some more thoughts. Then we kind of did a list of goals for life, which I'm gonna keep private for now. Maybe in the future I'll show it, and maybe I'll have achieved some of them. Maybe not. There were very long-term goals, also very short-term goals, some mid-term goals. Kind of a mixture of everything. And yeah. So what do we have here? So lately this is where I usually write organizations for the week. So the kind of goals that I'm gonna have, the place where I write each week's goals. And sometimes I haven't finished it. I know I have to finish it, and I'm kind of taking it slow. I worked on the Nice Guy, No More Mr. Nice Guy notes across the book. It's a huge book because it showed me that I was lots of my behaviors were actually me trying to get the approval of certain people, and I'm still working on it daily, and it's just a series of questions, and I answer them, and that is pretty much it. I mean, answering honestly, thinking about it, taking some time, thinking about it, saying, hey, why is this happening to me? By the way, this is something my sister did. I need to go to the hair salon because it was so I went out a few days ago with some friends in Luxembourg, and but anyways, it's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about goals. So the previous video, I uploaded it today, so you're probably gonna see this in 2-3 days more or less. I'm going to the beach again. Couple of rough weeks, so I'm kind of preparing this video ahead, to not have to record when I'm in the beach because I'm with my family. I'm not gonna have too much, private time to record or do anything of quality. I'll probably just, I'll work and all that, but I don't think I'm gonna get to record it. So that's why I organized myself in order to not leave the channel behind again. And here we are preparing this week's main video. So we have how many? 6 goals for this summer. 6 goals for the 2.5-3 months ahead of us. So it's July. I don't start college till I think 29th of February. No, September. So it's pretty much 3 months. I mean, a bit less than 3 months. And so we have 6 goals. 6 goals for this summer. 6, just 6. 6. Okay, we're gonna get to the first one. The reason I'm doing this, actually, the reason I wanted to talk about this too, the reason I'm saying this here, because the original purpose of this was to keep myself accountable. So I'm talking about this and putting it out into the world so that I say, hey, this is what I want. This is what I want for this summer. This is what I want to achieve, and let's get to it. And that's it. We'll get to it. So 6 goals, as I said. First one, so we're going to work with at least 10 web page clients. So over the last few days, actually this morning and a few days back, but mainly this morning, I actually thought about, okay, what are the businesses that I know, businesses, people that I know that I have more than a personal relation, more than a kind of business client relationship, because I'm nice to them, they're nice to me, I've asked and I say, hey, how you doing, all of that. So kind of thought about it, and I came up with 5 already, and pretty much so 10 people over the summer. Hopefully these 5 people, once I create a huge beautiful webpage for them, they will refer me to other people they know, and maybe we get paid through the other people, not through these first 5. The first 5 are for free, and we'll see how it goes depending on that. But yeah, 10 web page clients, that's the main thing. 10 over the summer, 10 people, 10 clients, 10 things. Okay, I think, because I've researched a bit about how much it's going to take me to build those websites and to actually deliver them and all of that. I think the first ones are going to be harder because I'm not going to know what I'm doing. Actually, I've done this a few times with college tasks, but not professionally. So it's going to be a bit harder because I don't really know what I'm doing technically. And I'm helping a business, so it's kind of the next level. It's not anymore about an exercise or an exam in college. But I think I think the first ones are gonna be harder. It's gonna take more time. But once I have them done, if I talk to people or I do start doing outreach to people or businesses actually that have sort of the same model that these ones. So if I've one of the businesses that I want to work with is a hair salon, my hair salon, and so if I actually I create the website for them. In the future, if I decide I want to work with other hair salons, I already have so one web page, one model. I'm gonna put the air conditioning right here. One model that, hey, I delivered this, I did this for this person, and even if my hair salon doesn't want the web page, I still have the web page done. I mean, I still have the template, I still have everything done, and yeah. So basically the first few ones I'm gonna have to do from scratch. The next ones not so much because I'm gonna be able to reuse what I've already built in the past, and that's how it works with web pages, with also with private classes. I had to build lots of things from zero, from scratch, but then I did it once. You do it one time, and in the future you don't have to do it again. You already have it done. I mean, you can revise it, maybe improve it, but it's not the same thing. Improving something isn't the same thing as doing something from scratch. But yeah, 10 web page clients. I think it's an ambitious goal. I think it's going to take some work, yeah, but it's also going to be able to it's an ambitious goal compared to the time that I'm going to dedicate to it, which I'll talk about once I get back from the beach, which I'll show what my daily schedule, what I'm gonna do in a day, is. So that the people who are watching this right now, I have no idea who you are, or in the future, you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Apart from that, what else do we have? So we have 90 kilograms. Get to 90 kilograms over the next 3 months. So diet, gym, not a surprise. I'm gonna look for ways to improve what I've been doing, what I did for the last few months of the gym and the sets. I bought a tripod on Amazon, and yeah. So next one's get a good tan, get tanned. It's summer. Next year I'm going to Prague, and I want to get a tan. Very simple, very simple. In the future we'll talk about precisely what it is, what I'm gonna do, what I've been doing, and yeah. Read 10 books about money. So main idea with this is it's not going to be the only things that I'm going to read about, but mainly the goal is 10 books about money. It's 10 books about money. That's it. If I read anything else apart from that, awesome. But about money, I need to start learning how it works, what it is. So it's not going to be business kind of money. No, it's going to be money kind of money. How it works, what it is, creation, that sort of information, technical stuff. How do banks work? How is money created? Why is it like that? What is it actually? All of that. So lose social fear of girls. I don't really know how to write it, but it is something. I have to accept it that it is something that I have to deal with. Because it still has very much a lot of impact on my life, that I'm able to confidently talk to many people, but when I'm interested sort of in a more, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying, in a girl, um, it gets I get nervous, and I need to deal with that, work on that. The same thing as I need to work on other things, I need to work on that too, and it's time to accept it. It's the reality, and that's it. It's one of the goals. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna have much more time. We're gonna have more time, so I want to take the channel more seriously and start uploading more. So posting 3 videos a week at least, actually dedicating time to editing, building and doing interesting things. Up until now, it's kind of been my life, and it's still gonna be my life, but I'm gonna work some on it so that we get some nice videos, and better editing, better content, better everything, and for myself and for the people that are watching this, so that it's not always fucking boring to watch this shit, if it's now or in the future. um, but yeah, those are my goals for the summer of 2025. That's what I'm gonna do. 3 months to a month and a half ahead of me. um, yeah, yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to mention all of that, and yeah, I think in the next video, what I'll probably do is I'll be back in maybe I don't think I'll be back in Seville yet, but because I'll go to another beach, and probably the next video I think I have an idea of talking more about how I'm going to do each of these things, and maybe focusing one video on each thing and that sort of stuff. But anyways, that's everything that I wanted to mention, everything that I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna have to prepare my bag for the 5 days, 4 days I'm going to the beach, and I'll see you in the next one, probably Saturday or Friday. Today's Sunday, you know. Good. Have a nice one. Have a good one.